Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is lukemick and I hope you are all doing very well. I'd just like to start this video off by saying thank you so much to all of you for helping me get to that 500 subscriber milestone. We did it, we're finally there, and of course, when you hit 500 subscribers, you just gotta do a digital code giveaway. So, okay, so as I was saying, when you hit 500 subscribers, you have to do a digital code giveaway. Of course, there's no excuse for not doing that. So, these are the films that I just kind of pulled off my shelf that I believe still have codes that should work, that haven't expired. We got The Shape of Water, we got Phantom Thread, we got Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, we got The Killing of a Sacred Deer. I hope this code works. Whoever gets it, let me know, and I'll give you a different one. And finally, we have Shazam. So you have the chance to win a digital code for one of these 5 movies. There will be 5 winners, and all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like the video, safely threw those onto the couch, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment down below what your favorite film of the year 2009 was. That's what I'd like to know. So if you can do that, you'll be entered into the giveaway, and it'll be announced in the next video. So, let's get on with what this video is actually about. So I got this Tootsie Roll shaped box. I've never received Blu-Rays in a box that looks like this. Very weird. Doesn't it look, you know, it kind of looks like a popcorn bag, honestly. At first I was like, this looks like a candy wrapper or something, but this looks like a popcorn bag that's getting a little bit bigger after being in the microwave for about a minute or so. This is a package from a place called Hamilton Books, and I would like to give a quick thank you to Jeff from Films at Home. I'm a viewer of his, and he recently had a video about Hamilton Books and how it's a really great place to buy cheap Blu-rays. I kind of went a little crazy on the website. I'd never heard of them before he made that video, so I'd just like to say thanks to Jeff. And yeah, I'm gonna do this unboxing here. So there's a nice pull tab here. You like pull tabs? You want to win some money, huh? Can we get 50 bucks, huh? I always tried to do something for the camera. It'd be so much easier if I just laid it on my lap and did it. And another thing is, looking at the website, a lot of the Blu-rays, like, for example, they had It Follows, which is like a common horror film nowadays. The Blu-ray cover did not look like the normal US release Blu-ray cover, so I'm wondering if they don't get imported Blu-rays and sell them on the website. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to get out of this thing. It could be kind of a weird grab bag of a bunch of different region Blu-rays. I'm not sure. I tried to be careful with the ones I was purchasing, but nonetheless, I'm really excited to see what they gave me. I'm excited to see if there are any slip covers in here. Wow, sweet. This is actually awesome. I'm already seeing some slip covers, which is nice. This is what it looks like in here. These are all the movies. I'm trying to get them out. I guess I'll just have to grab a chunk of them here. I got Crystal Fairy and the Magical Cactus. This was a Michael Cera film that came out in like 2013. It was on Netflix for a really long time, and I had always wanted to watch it, but I never got around to doing it. This Blu-ray was like $3 or $4 or something. It was super cheap. I've always been a big Michael Cera fan, so I was like, you know what? If it's only $4 and it's brand new, I might as well get a copy of it. And this is Region A. So far, so good. This one is really random. It's called Prehysteria. It seems like the kind of 90s, like, kids dinosaur type movie that I would have seen during like a commercial on like one of my VHS tapes or something. But this is nice because it came with the slipcover. Looks like it's put out by Full Moon Features. I have a couple of their releases, but not many. I'm assuming like the young son or younger brother like is raising dinosaurs and is hiding it from the family. There's kind of a funny picture of a little dinosaur eating from the fridge. This is just 90s schlocky garbage, I'm sure. Maybe it's really good though. This one was like $10, I believe. It was a little bit more expensive, but I just added it to the cart for I don't even know why. Next one is a classic film here, Last Tango in Paris with Marlon Brando, and I don't know who the woman is in this film. But this is notoriously an NC-17 rated film. I don't know too much about it, but I've always heard that it's kind of a classic of cinema. This was like $6 or something. It was pretty cheap. Next one I have in my hands here is 444 Last Day on Earth. This stars Willem Dafoe and it's directed by Abel Ferreira, who has a couple of films in the Arrow video collection, Addiction and The Driller Killer. I've only seen The Driller Killer in his filmography, but he's also famous for directing Bad Lieutenant with Harvey Keitel. He's been consistently making films what seems to be on a couple yearly basis. Looking at his filmography, he works with Willem Dafoe a lot, and this film was just one they had, you know, on this Hamilton Books website. Yeah, it was really cheap. It was like $3 or $4 or something. So I don't know when I'll get around to watching this, but I am very, you know, happy and curious to have it in my collection. This was a pretty popular film during awards season a couple years ago. It's actually an Academy Award winner for Best Foreign Language Film. A Fantastic Woman. This is put out by Sony Pictures Classics, I believe. This is supposed to be a really great film. I mean, it won an Academy Award for, like I said, Best Foreign Language Film. Brand new, and this costs like $4, so this was really a steal. This one I was very happy to find because I've been meaning to buy it for quite a while now, and again, like A Fantastic Woman, it's in the Sony Pictures Classics line, and it was like $4, and that's Call Me By Your Name. Great deal. I saw this film once in theaters when it came out, like I'm sure a lot of other people did. Luca Guadagnino as a director I think is fantastic. Call Me By Your Name is a great film, and I am excited to go back and watch it again and finally have it in my Blu-ray collection. Next up we have a Scream Factory item here. We have Dead of Winter. This is going out of print this year. I know on the Shout Factory website it is now out of stock. I don't even know why the hell I said that. This is not available on their website anymore. It was always a cheap one on their website. It was like $9 or something, but I got it from Hamilton Books here for I think $4 or $5. I really like the cover on this one. I don't really know what this film is about, but it's Scream Factory. I like the cover. It was really cheap and now it's out of print. I'm happy to have it. Here's another Shout Factory film. This is actually a Shout Select film. It's called The Ticket. When this came out, it didn't really come out in theaters around me, but I remember when it was doing its theatrical and maybe like on-demand run, and I was interested in it because I really like Dan Stevens. I don't know much else about this film,
but I recently found out it's in the Shout Select line, which is obvious because I'm holding it. It's in my hands right now.
And this is another one that was really cheap. It was like $3 or something. It was something crazy cheap. All right, we got 3 more here. We got Ben, which is another Shout Factory film. It's about a rat, and I guess it's a sequel to a film called Willard, and I really want to watch Willard. I'll watch Willard before I watch Ben, but I have found that I really like this weird subgenre of rat horror, and Shout Factory has a few good rat horror films. One of the really great ones that I think is so underrated is Of Unknown Origin with Peter Weller. That is, if you want to watch something that's super funny, super meta, and just like a really fun, crazy time, watch Of Unknown Origin. It's great. I don't know, I just think rat horror is a weird little subgenre of horror, and I really want to get more into it. So that's Ben. And the last 2 here are actually 4K discs. I wish they would have come with slipcovers, but they didn't, unfortunately. The first one is John Carpenter's Christine. I recently realized that Christine was a John Carpenter film. I didn't know that he directed this. I've been watching a lot of Carpenter recently, so I was very surprised to find that out because I've known about Christine my whole life. It's a pretty famous, iconic Stephen King novel to film. But yeah, that's Christine. This was $8 on 4K. That's a really great deal for a 4K disc. Really happy to have it in my collection now. And the last one I have here is T2 Trainspotting 2. I have this on Blu-ray with a slipcover, but upgrading for $8 to the 4K was something that I've always wanted to do, especially as low as $8. I loved this film. The original Trainspotting is one of my favorite films of all time, and like a lot of people, I was very patiently awaiting a sequel to that film, which we finally got a few years ago, and I think that the sequel really lived up to the expectations that I had. It did a really good job of taking the characters and continuing their story in a very believable way, and I think that all of the actors did just a great job at putting themselves back into these characters. Like, everything just felt so so perfect, but the film was really different from the first one. It just went in a lot of different directions that were just not expected. I don't know, it was a nostalgic film, but it also didn't just rely on nostalgia. I really like Trainspotting too. I think it's a great film. Again, I really like Danny Boyle stuff. So that's everything. That was really exciting. It was honestly pretty inexpensive to get all of those Blu-rays. I would recommend checking out Hamilton Books if you're looking for some just weird random Blu-rays to add to your collection for a really low price. And sometimes they have really hot ticket items, like they had the Last House on the Left Arrow Video limited edition box set on their website for like $18. I think that's sold out now, but that's just an example of some of the weird stuff that I saw while looking through what they had for sale. But that's all I got for you today. I just want to thank you all for watching. Thanks again for hitting that 500 subscriber milestone with me, and also don't forget to enter yourself into the contest for that digital code giveaway that I announced in the beginning. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all later.